Good evening, everyone. So, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, today we'll be discussing about top 3 life lessons which I've learned, and I really desperately want to share it with every single one of you. Alright, so before beginning this, I'd like to just say a very warm welcome back to every single one of you, whoever you're here. Just in case if you're new here, consider subscribing because you are supposed to subscribe so that you get to see a lot of relatable and self-development and personal development stuff from just my so-called YouTube channel. Again, by making it a short clip for you because I don't want to make a longer video because it's getting really late. I anyway have to upload it now itself. Anyways, so before continuing, I'd just like to give a short story of my journey of becoming a very, very, very mindful and a confident person. So I've started to be very confident and I've started learning to be confident from the age of 14 itself. Yes, you heard it right. From the age of 14, and then I really did not know how to manage people, I did not know how to deal with people, I did not know how to deal with heartbreaks, I did not know how to cope up myself when I started losing people and then people coming back to me again. But in the same way, I'd like to also tell you that it's not easier and it's never been easy for me to come back from being that person to this person now. But then anyways, so it taught me a lot being that confident person from then to now. But the only thing that is consistent with me is not being able to depend on anyone, be it in terms of any ways, be it in terms of to understand people and try to make them understand is never in my dictionary because I'm done making people understand them, because if you don't understand it and if you do not have the basic sensuality of understanding it, because I don't know how. Alright, so I just want to showcase myself with the jacket because without it I don't feel much good enough. So anyways, so let me come back to the topic. So without further delay, I will be displaying first the topmost life skill that's extremely important is nothing but learning how to be confident and how the journey will be in it. Being confident is not something that is brought very naturally to you. It's also very important for you to start developing yourself along with time and experiences. So when you start talking about confidence itself, it plays a lot of important role with regards to who you surround yourself with, what do you talk to yourself with, what do you eat, what do you watch, what do you listen, what do you do in your daily routine activities. So one of the things that mainly plays a very important role in life is to start practicing placing your head in a very higher position and then start walking. So one of the things that taught me to be very, very confident is when you start lifting your head up, head higher and start walking, it throws a very beautiful body language that you're too confident without being arrogant and without being aggressive at the same point of time. Now there's a lot of difference between being overconfident, being aggressive and being arrogant. And that exactly shows that you are self-assured. I can tell that for sure. So but then now when you start doing this for every day is when you start becoming confident, and when you start practicing the art of confidence is how you get to understand of how people are and how you treat them and how they treat you and how you attract people with the personality that you have. So this is about just giving a short topic on how to be confident. And the second most important thing is communication. When I say communication, it's very important and it's very to insist you to start communicating with yourself daily, regardless of how your thoughts flow and how your day was. It builds a lot of trust, self-trust in you, and you don't lack anything. And one of the things is that made me really, really, really effective communicator is I started talking to myself and I did the best that I could do with the way that I get to communicate with people. And also the second most important point in communication is how you talk to yourself is how you project yourself in front of people. Now, imagine you're talking to yourself in a very low mood and you don't want to build yourself to the certain level that people really want you to, is when they get to know that you are being a very shy person and you're a little disturbed. If I can say that, you're a little disturbed and you don't want to come out from that zone, is what I meant. So start communicating yourself with a very positive tone and with a very positive tone of voice, and then which will try to at least help in one or the other way. And the last but not the least is loving yourself to the fullest of it without implying or without having certain set of conditions, so that you get to understand what you are, what you have to eat, what you have to do, what you have to plan, what you have to look at yourself like, what you have to do, and being mindful about the kind of people that you really want to give access to your life. One, being mindful of what kind of people that you want to draw into your life, and being mindful about what kind of people that you have to attract into your life are both one and the same. And one of the things that gave me a lot of experiences is heartbreaks. Heartbreaks is one thing, but when it comes to giving yourself that thought that whether I am supposed to give this person a second chance, is when you have to really be mindful of what that person had done to you, what that person was to you, and just don't give them access to your life. Accept the apology, and access is completely denied. This is the one line that I always believe in. Start loving yourself to the fullest. Don't let people tell you otherwise as to how you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to talk, how you're supposed to represent yourself, how you're supposed to look, and how you're supposed to be yourself in front of certain set of people. Because when somebody starts telling you, it's completely known and it's completely evident that you are seeking validation from them. And when you really know that you do not want to seek validation from them, is when shows that you have matched all the top 3 qualities of whatever we've discussed in this video. Alright, so this is pretty much that I wanted to tell. I will be uploading it now as well because I have a lot of other things to do and I have to rush again. Alright, so thank you so much for giving me this time, and if you're still here, thank you so much. Until then, so much. I love you guys. Thank you.